So this one is like there is a laser and it's a thief.
Cool. To me, um, I feel like this one here, in terms of the animation intentions, or in terms of the style of animation, I feel is a bit cartoony compared to my taste.
Mhm.
I'm wondering how can we do this with the same intent, of this kind of spy going in and doing this. But me, I would try to do something a little less graceful,
Mhm.
unless it's a girl, but then maybe we want to play a little bit differently the beginning and the end.
Okay. I was thinking about
The
using
the
a
end is
girl
good. This
for
this is
the.
cool. This the
Okay.
end here is cool. I think that's cool. It's just maybe the beginning that,
Maybe with the beginning of the second one when I run.
yeah, actually, yeah. No,
No.
no. But to me, I would like what you do here, this kind of excitement and playfulness, but also um, um, a little bit girly and stuff. I think plays well with this, with this thing
Mhm.
here. I think to me the fact that you go a little bit with the feet forward and stuff. Let me try to show you in the camera if I can, as much as I can. But I think the fact that you go like this, so maybe she can enter still like that, but and then getting into spot, but instead
Mhm.
of like this, going down, going up, then getting into this, me, I would try to enter, a
Okay.
little bit in
Yeah.
actually looking at what we were looking at right before. Sorry, I'm completely switching things, but in some way you could try to find a reference similar to this a little bit. Not this, wait, like this. You see what I mean? Like a little bit of like,
Mhm.
where she comes in a little, but so maybe not with all the arms and stuff, but where she comes in,
Yeah.
hop, just a little bit of
Yeah. Yeah.
elegance.
I
Maybe
see.
not as much as this, but just so that it flows in the same kind of intention. I feel
Mhm.
like from there I didn't get an intention until you get to this, and then I'm like, okay, up, da-na-na-na, and that's it. Okay, but I
Okay.
would, if you can find something at the beginning, then I think this is a cool one. Okay,
Okay.
this is great. This one I would do the one like that actually, without any of the just finishing like this, and
Yeah.
and and you clap. It's really nice. Voilà. But now
Okay.
between the two, I don't have a preference. I think both are going to give you different entertainment value. One is more about like dynamism, coolness, punchiness, and stuff. The other one is more about flow, gracefulness, this kind of entertainment value. So I think
Yeah.
both are very cool. It depends on the types of shots that you want to do for the second one. I
But
think you
thinking
can.
that I'm going to do a workshop 5 after this, I can go for the much more punchy one.
Yeah, but I think you can do both even.
Okay.
Like how long is this one? It should be 200 and something.
Yeah,
Yeah,
204.
216. Yeah, and this one is the same, no? It's
Yeah.
about, yeah.
Mm,
So I think both are doable during this workshop.
Okay.
Voilà. If you want, we can do both of these if those are the ones. But what I want to say is when you're going to do one, maybe then after you have other ideas for the one after, because I'm going to talk about cameras, I'm going to talk about fights or things like that,
Yeah.
and maybe then you want to do other stuff.
Okay.
So right now, the one that you want to take, the first one that you want to use out of these two will be your favorite. But I think
Okay.
to me, both are cool. They both have
Okay.
very good things about them. If you want to use the first one, I would like to see the new coming in before you
Ok.
start. Ok? Est-ce que ça te paraît
Ouais, ouais,
logique tout ça?
nickel.
T'as des questions là-dessus du tout?
Non, non, je pense que je vais
Euh,
partir sur le premier, c'est celui qui me plaisait le plus.
okay. Then let's do that. Let's do this. What character are you thinking for this? Do you know?
Delta,
The girl
yeah,
with the big head?
yeah. Or the other one with the taller one, I don't know, one of the two.
I wish they would have the scale on the head.
Mm. Maybe on the floor there is look, uh,
No.
where is it? Behind her, the gear.
Ah, that's cool. Ah, nice.
Mm.
Okay. No, there's no scale, but where the rig seems to be pretty cool. So they start with IK arms. How do you switch those on the floor?
On the floor, yeah.
And you have here the space. Arm follow, IK follow, FK follow rotation. So if I put it off, it stays flat. Yeah, okay. Yeah, to me, the only thing about this is the size of the head that feels pretty big, but
Okay.
and there is no face controls.
See, yes,
Oh
you
yeah,
can.
face rig
Yeah.
viz. Okay, cool. Oof, okay. Ooh la la. That's not very cool. It's not very nice, but okay. Normally, when you grab those two, they should go together. But let me check on this. Eesh, okay, that's cool. The rotation is cool. All right. Bon.
Okay.
To me, she has a very big head. Very big head.
The other one, Alpha one, is maybe much more proportionate.
Yeah. And she felt still pretty. If I had the opportunity to scale, to me it would be a lot better. Like if you look at the mannequin, for example, that I was talking about. Uh, 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 her, I think you have. Oop, if you feel it's too big. For example, it's like small things like
Mm.
these. Same here. On there, you have a deltoid and and just the twist in case you want to use the way the shoulders are being rigged in there. They're really anatomically correct. You
Yeah.
even have here the la clavicule, sorry, the trapezius back there on the chest. You have this control here, the oops, that you need to show. Sorry, where is it? It's in there, I think. Upper chest, yeah. So this guy here really makes it so that you can have this feeling of on yourself of like rotation of an IK spine, where you see if not the head moves a lot on most
Hmm.
rigs like these, unless this one does that. Yeah, this one does that a little bit more, but not as much as in here, where you have that feeling of like being really fully locked in there. So it's small things like these that I feel like, I think in terms of proportions and with a ref, sometimes it might be better. For him, since you're using a guy, he has also the guy, which is cool. If not, let's go with alpha. That's the one I wanted to. I'm just gonna, since I downloaded it as well, up. 1 second, up. Where are you? Oh, damn it! I grabbed the Blender one. Okay, I'm gonna delete these. Well, let's just check the picture. I think I can see enough with just the picture. Yes, nice. But yeah, that's better, I feel. In terms of
Okay.
proportion, I feel maybe it's a bit better, but yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Can we change the hair and stuff on her?
I don't remember. Can check. Well,
Wait, let me grab her and not the Blender, but the Maya. Uh, where is it? There. Oh, there is a picker for her.
yeah.
There's a IKFK script as well. That's cool. Cool. The reason why I copy the source images in the same place is like this. I know that they load up automatically when I bring them in, that I don't have to worry about it. And it's a shame that they don't have any scales control to be able to tweak these. Do they have at least bend these somewhere?
Yeah, I don't remember where, but they are somewhere. Look on the gear on the floor. I think it's
Ah, there is this as well. Ah, there we go. Tweaks. Um,
tweaks and secondary control.
okay. Okay. And are those scalable? Yes, these are a little bit. That's cool. That I like. That means that I can tweak a little bit. Is there one on the head? No, I'm still not. Cool. Okay. Cool. But yeah, her I think is better for that. In terms of proportion versus head, it's a bit better.
Okay.
You can see the difference with a normal human for
Yeah.
sure. It's a bit big, but voila. Cool. I'll leave you at that with all those rigs and those things. I think all those are cool things to know and to think about when you're doing these kind of shots. Hello Thibault, ça va?
Salut,
Good.
ça va et toi?
So it's good, thank you. We do it in English, huh? It's
Yeah,
okay
yeah,
with
it's
you?
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
like that the others can understand what we talk about and stuff. All right, let's take a look. Thibault, you're a part of the Discord channel, huh?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Hop là. All right. Alors, Thibault, let's check it out. Ah, alors, let me check on your
Normalement, j'ai mis mes rigs et
folder.
tout.
Ouais, je veux juste regarder pour être sûr que ce soit bien au bon endroit. Ouais, il faut the image. Non, je vois pas les rigs.
C'est
Euh,
mannequin, normalement, il est juste à
ok.
côté.
Là, tu peux les mettre direct. You can put them
Ok.
directly in week 2. Here I see Capoeira and I see these,
Oh,
but
sorry.
I don't see the mannequin. But maybe he is in the week 1. Let's check. No.
No, okay, I put it.
If not, I have it, huh? But
Okay, but what's the fastest?
I don't know. It depends how long it takes for you. Did you do any tweaks to the rig? No.
No, 0.
Okay. Well, I'll just put them there then.
Okay.
Alors, M mannequins and it's the male, hein?
Yes.
Hop là. Alors, did they make sense, my drovers, Thibault?
Yeah, yeah, a lot.
Cool. I think to me it's good on what you had. It was actually when I look at it like this, I'm like, this is good. But I felt like it was important for you to decipher a little bit more of the angles, and
Mhm.
maybe was a little complicated in how you use the rig. So let's check it out today together and let's see. Okay. Um, on this one, where is the ref? Okay, what's going on? Okay, cool. Alors, ouais, on this one, to me, what I see in this pose and what I was trying to draw
Mhm.
yesterday when you send it to me was the fact that the feet in this kind of poses is where's the feet? Is this one? Yeah. Should be more on the inside. So it's like if you think of it, I would just make it more on the inside of the pose this way to kind of grab that feeling here of the leg in. Do you see what I
Mhm.
mean a little
Yeah,
bit?
yeah.
So, well, it would be like that, and maybe the body would be a little bit more down, but I think it has that feeling in there a little bit
Mhm.
more. Well, that's what I was trying to draw for the shoulders and these. This feels as well a little broken. Sorry, I'm going to go back just so you see. So let me check. Did you move this? Yes, you moved. Okay. I would be careful with moving too many things in there for now. Alors, cool. And this, and you're in IK on your
Yeah.
arms there.
But I switch IK and FK.
Yeah, that's cool.
Depends on the.
Alors, for this, yes, you would definitely use that shoulder going like that. You can use a little bit of it, but I think it's okay. And then the twist is perfect. What you did with the twist. So me, I would use only one. So maybe the general twist is enough
Mhm.
on there than the deltoid and this one. If you think of this pose there that is yours or mine, you
Mm.
see, maybe from here it's better, but if I look from here, I feel like this one is less broken.
Mhm.
Okay, so I wouldn't go maybe quite as far as you in terms of shoulders and stuff. All right, let's keep going a bit further for um, like this pose, for example. So I feel in here that you're using a lot of the spine controls to create your pose instead of thinking of a more dynamic,
Yeah.
strong. pose. So
I
in
was
this,
trying to have a beautiful curve and
I
not
think the curve is what you don't want actually. I think
yeah,
that's
yeah.
the problem. So right now you're using this, you're using this, you're using that. So you're starting to use a lot of controls for just one spine.
Yeah.
So this one I wouldn't use if I were you for now
Okay.
at all, like throughout the scene.
Okay.
And this one here is good because sorry, the you don't have it. The one that I would what I would put is the upper chest control. That's the one if you want to use. Like that, you get a little bit there, but you're not having this kind of round curve in the back. That is a little weird. I think the other thing in there is your hips that are creating that. Voila. And I think in this pose here is that, 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 that I'm seeing with the body, not with these.
Yeah. Okay.
And if you think of the general rotations and stuff, what I do is I grab this and I orient it in the way where it is in the ref, which is that way and then this way. In terms of the head, I feel like it's more front like this. Tack. Did you move this here? No. Okay.
No.
And I think here he looks slightly like that. And I think maybe the neck still a little too much this way. Voila. After, I feel like the shoulders and this is actually more like that. Same with this is more back. Same with that. And then my arms are really far back. So that means that here, these guys would be more like that and like this. So I'm not going to be able to do that for each pose in your scene,
Yeah. Yeah,
but
but I understand.
what you want to try to do is think of the general angles, think of the general feeling of the pose, and try to make it more with the least amount of control and using your body the most. Like that,
Hmm.
again, you won't have as much issues in when you get into spline and stuff in knowing what to move and what to control, etc., etc.
Okay.
And I think it's really more this kind of pose that I'm seeing in the ref than that.
Yeah.
I mean, I know here you're a little bit, but you see like that, you'll get. I think the chest in this guy, he's actually more like this and less like
Hmm.
that.
Hmm.
And so if you think of that, that's why I'm kind of
Yeah.
doing that. So it push for a little bit of the general how can I say yeah, angles and stuff. Voila, something
Hmm.
like this. Then for the legs, I feel like if I look at this foot, it's angled that way. So it would be like this. And I think as well it's more up. So um if the foot is already on the ground there, then I would grab all these and I would just push that a little more up. I also feel like he is a bit more forward compared to that foot. Sorry, up. I'm gonna put it into world. Uh, to me, I feel like the foot is actually back there compared to the front there. And yeah, more up because I feel like, and then in Z, it's a little bit more like that. Do you see what I mean? All these stuff,
Yeah.
they play a
Yeah.
big
Yeah.
role in the feeling of the ref and what I see in the ref. Voilà. And then for that back leg, where is it in the previous pose? Yeah. To me, it should be more like this, more like that with more rotation. I think is more something around those lines. Tack. And if you have those poses that are more refined like this, you have such a better result, you know.
Okay.
Um, voilà. Just keep that in mind if you can. Let's keep going a little bit on other stuff. This one, let's go for this one too, just so you see on a different. Sorry, I'm gonna move. Do you have a select all? No. Let me. Ah, yeah, you have. Nice one. How did you do the select all
With the picker.
with the picker? You mean this one?
No, there is a picker.
So me, what I
It's
do is I have the hold
okay.
body controls. I go like select set members. It's everything, and then I go all.
Okay. But for me, I have a picker which
Okay.
is given with the rig.
Ah, okay, cool, cool, cool. Ah, yeah, I saw the picker, male picker Jason and stuff there. Okay. Well, anyway, so where was I? Yes, I'm gonna move one frame just so I do the pose
Mhm.
with this. Okay. So in here, same thing. Spine. I would try to get rid of this. I would try to get rid of that. Voila. Do you have any other ones? Yes. Up. Voila. And this one. Ah, but you have some animation. I know that's the neck. Sorry. My bad. Okay, cool. Voila. So first thing I see in there is same thing. I can see is like that. So
Mhm.
me, when I see this, I feel like it's more the body. So the body would be more down, more towards us, but rotated like that. If I look at this way, and then tack, voila, it would be something like this. And then the chest, well, now me, I use this one, the chest up, but the chest or this one would be like this. Do you see what I mean? This here,
Yeah.
you can think of his t-shirt up there. If he had a V-neck, it would be oriented this way.
Mhm.
And so that's what I'm trying to refer. And here for the crotch, it's oriented this way. Do you see what I mean? And then I look at those
Yeah.
angles and it kind of helps with the RY of my body. Where and then for the spine, I try to keep it um pretty static
Mhm.
in terms of I mean of the especially in the blocking, the more that you can do with your body, I think the better off you'll be in terms of the
Yeah, I
movements.
was trying too much to have beautiful curvy poses, and
But
that's not the.
yeah, it's not because you can see even between this and this, mine has
Yeah, yeah,
more
yeah,
straightness, more
yeah.
pushed already by just doing things like these. I think after it's also about where is your neck. So here you can see that your head is more in like this. Same with this. I think the angle of your head is a bit more like that and is turning slightly more this way. But so I'm trying to really mimic the angles that I see in my ref. And I think this one here and that arm is back. So me, I would push this and the arm here in this kind of curve where it's you see it's coming
Mhm.
back like this. So it's thinking of that. And there, as for the other one, I think it kind of pushes maybe out a little bit, but the arm is kind of overlapped slightly this way and like this. In terms of the leg, then this angle, I think for this angle to happen, it would mean that my body is a little bit lower in there, and it's also maybe lower is just what it needs. And that means that the other one here, this leg here is a little bit too forward compare or TX then tech. Maybe it's just the knee. Is there a knee twist? No, it's all
No.
this. Well, I bet you have to do a little bit sometimes. If there is a knee twist, I always prefer to use the knee twist. And on this, I
Yeah.
also prefer to have the knee slightly more on the inside on those. It always makes it feel a little bit more natural if you can get some of that instead of this. You see what I mean?
Mm.
Nice. Voilà. Do you see what I mean, dude?
Yeah.
This or this. Like that you get strong push
Yeah, I
pose
understand.
with a flow in the spine that will make him feel a little less curvy. On this one is a bit the same. You see, I feel like a big curve, and I feel like it could be a bit straighter in the way that
Hmm.
you treat this. So me, I would always go again with like least amount in there, especially in RY on this, you have no way. I would try to do with the least amount possible of these things.
Okay.
So actually let's do it because in here is gonna need a bit. Okay, so but I want to show you what I would do in here. Well, here, yes, you were up. Okay. Tack. So yes, it would require a little bit of this. So yes, I would do a bit of that. And yes, I would do a bit of here because I think here you're man, I don't like this one. Is there a cog? Fly, upper chest, spine. Okay, bon, bah no, that's the best. Ah, maybe these guys. Yes, these guys. No,
Yeah,
okay,
only in France.
okay. The only problem I have with this one is not really working. I've never tried it. Let me see when he's straight. Do you have him straight there? Yes. Oh, it's so high. Can I change the pivot? The pivot is so high on this one. There is no pivot change. Ah, crotch control. Ah, no.
Oh.
Burp. Maybe the sub control is better, the pivot. Ah, yeah.
Mm.
Okay, so use the sub control, okay, for this. I don't know why the pivot of the other one is like that, but anyway. So when you are with the sub control like that, you won't have it go from all the way there, but more on the spot. So I think it would help.
Okay.
And then, yes, you can do a little bit of that to help with that deformation. Then the leg definitely is like this in here. I don't know what is the even in this one yet. But I think you see you don't need that. You can have something a little bit more
Hmm.
like this, and I think it would be okay. Voilà, something like that I think is enough in there. Okay?
Ok.
Est-ce que tu as des questions d'autres là-dessus, Thibaut?
Non, tout est clair, j'ai bien compris.
Cool. En tout cas, c'est très cool. Je pense que les poses sont bien. I think it's really cool. The poses are nice. The only thing that you want to do is really make sure that they work in 3D. So for example, sorry, I'm just switching to this one. For example, on a pose like this, you want to make sure that it works in 3D. That means that the leg here is going to be
Mhm.
somewhat more like this, that the leg in the back, yes, that could be okay. That this one, well, after is just the same thing about the chest and all this stuff. But that at least there is a tag. I think what you see from there to there, if we go to this, you see what I mean? Even there, it
Yeah,
works much better
yeah,
because it works
yeah.
in 3D, okay, and it has the balance and stuff. So make sure that you work everything in 3D and spend a good amount of time on just those poses, Thibaut,
Mhm.
still,
Yeah.
okay? Because right now, once those are good, everything else is going to be easy. But you have a lot in there, and I think with all these, we need to be super, super picky and careful on them. So please don't do more. Keep going with these, and when
Mm-hmm.
you're done with the whole pass, you send them to me, and I will check on SyncSketch and give you some feedback on those. Okay?
Okay, nice.
Top.
Thanks.
I'm gonna put the recording of this in the workshop 3 folder for you,
Okay,
Thibault, to check. You'll have it in the recordings folder as a review, Thibault. Okay?
okay, nice. Thank you.
Voilà. Awesomeness. Guys, any question on this? Josh? No?
Thank you.
Cool. Josh, I love how you're active in the in the Discord with all the trophies and all this stuff. It's cool.
Thank you.
Don't hesitate, guys, to make that Discord yours and to ask questions, do stuff, etc. If you even if you have ideas about it on how to make it better, or I have no, I mean, it's my first Discord, so I did that over the weekend, not knowing really how it was, and I started to understand the principle behind it and how we can put stuff. I think is going to be very valuable, but don't hesitate to make it better by giving me any input on it. Okay?
Right.
Awesome. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank
Thank you.
you. Thank you. Bye.
Bye bye,
Bye.
guys.
Bye.
See you next week. Bye bye. Hello Thibaut, how are you
Hello.
today?
Good, and you?
Good, merci. Alors, let's check out your work. How did it go this week?
Pretty nice. I don't have a lot of problems, so
Cool. Cool, cool, cool. It was already looking really nice last week, so. Alors, let's check it out. Cool. All right. I think it's great. Okay, the basis here of the poses, it feels strong, it feels very nice. You spend a lot of time on them. Now, there's a few things that I would like to push. The first thing is going to be this jump here. This
mhm.
jump, it feels like it goes up, up, but then it stops. You know, and I'm losing this kind of like nice round thing. If I look at the ref, actually, I can see how it really goes up and then down. So I think the general movement and apex is not working on that first one. The other one that I would push is this one up. This one here, it feels a little static. I think it's also because of
Yeah, I have a little bit of problem with this moment here, the tiny jump.
it's because from this to this, there is really a feeling of it kind of going down underneath forward and then pushing back. And right now you
Mhm.
don't get that feeling at all here of the pushing
Okay,
back from there. It's really it's like that and it goes back.
okay,
And right now it feels like it's on the spot a little bit too
yeah,
much. And I think also it should be more up in your TY position. And then what I'm missing is really the straight legs at some point. So I think this is good, but then here I would really make it straight. And even in this is good, but there maybe keeping it a little bit straighter throughout, to really get those
okay,
lines
yeah,
when you do those kicks in here. This one is nice. I feel like this and this. What you can do for those two ones, maybe having a little bit more of an arc to it. Right now, it's maybe it could be a little bit higher, to push for the arc. Same in here, a little bit higher, and then you get to that. Do you see what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
Voilà. Then after towards the end here, I think in there, your feet, you're making them slides a lot like this. I would keep them on the ground stable,
Mm-hmm.
in those.
Okay.
I know he slides because of the ground and stuff, but the more like you can really make them locked. I feel
Mm-hmm.
in some places is good, like all this, but when he starts to stop here, it feels like everything is
Yeah.
sliding on those feet a little bit. Another thing towards the end, yeah, I think it's very important that this leg here is forward
Mm-hmm.
more, to catch the weight and then to that. That's cool. But if not, it feels like he would fall there.
Yeah. Okay.
Voila, Thibault, I think, for this. So let's check it out. So, you were asking me about do I check on my curves and stuff? Yes. So actually, those curves are pretty nice. So voila. For me, from here to here, especially to here, I would carry on more. So there, I'm gonna actually use both of my feet with it. Is this the feet?
It's yes.
Body still goes up. Sec. How's the RX? Okay. Even there, it's a little timid. I think here the foot is more like this already. And even there, okay, let's check on the TY here aspect of things. Same here, it goes a lot and then it stops. So I would say that here it doesn't go as much at all. Same with this. No, no, but you see now it has a lot more of that feeling of
Yeah.
a up push. And I think if you want to make it feel like a big jump, what you want is in here to push a little bit more of that down.
Mm-hmm.
And there, don't hesitate to push a little bit of the up. Well, I think like that you're gonna have a better result. You see, it feels more like
Yeah, totally.
and then after when he comes down, so this is the moment where you go back, huh? Well,
Yeah.
so it's because yeah, you completely stop going back. Dude, it's impossible to do that.
Yeah. Okay.
So, what's going on? Okay, so here you go back, back, and so all this should carry on. And so this here should be as well more back. And if this is more back, then that leg will feel more like the ref.
Mm-hmm.
Normally where it's more forward. Tac, now, tac. Okay. And this one here is more back. Is more back and it's a little bit more like this and maybe in. And this guy. Back. So here now should be an in between. And here I would say it's higher up already. Sorry, just the body up. And that leg here up should be a lot closer. Not just this, but to everything. Boom. Voila. And you see like that it pushes off into
Yeah.
this. And there we can do a tiny bit of this, a tiny bit of this. Like that it should be enough to have that feeling of push into there. Let's check. Now he stops in TX. You should also go
Yeah, yeah, I understand.
this way. So I think in terms of generally speaking, well, etc., etc. Okay.
Okay.
And
Hmm.
like this, you will feel a bit more of the bounce and the movement that
Yeah.
you're after. Cool. For the feet, so what you can do is just push, as I was saying, these guys to make them a little bit higher and less, so it'd be something more like this. So I'm exaggerating a little bit of the ref just for the kicks and stuff. Okay.
Mhm.
But overall, it's just that. So like that, you see, you get less of realistic, but a bit more
Yeah.
pushed
Okay.
arc. Voilà, Thibault.
Perfect. Thanks.
So you're every two now, apart from there, right?
Yeah, 2 and 3.
So when you put in spline, I would advise you to be fully twos because there's a
Okay.
lot of things. So for those that are on threes, you can still put them in twos pretty easily. You know, if you have a select all, you put it into spline, and then you go edit, keys, big simulation, and you go sample by two.
Okay. Cool.
And now if you do that, you're fully on twos. Maybe I didn't select everything. I
Yeah.
forgot I forgot
Yeah.
something, but
It's nice. It's nice to know.
like that you can bring it back and like that you have all the subtleties and the stuff
Yeah.
that you need in there. Okay?
Okay, perfect.
Mais c'est super, Thibaut. Very, very cool.
Mm. Merci.
Do you have any questions on this apart from
No,
that?
no, everything is okay.
What's cool is for next week. So you can definitely spline. Okay, you go to
Hmm.
spline. The way you want to do it is do it by small increments, right? So you want to do by 30 frames at a time.
Yeah.
So you select all and you put to spline like this, and you get rid of the ref. Oops, not this one, the ref. Up, voila. And you start to animate. And you can see
Okay.
already all the problems that you're
Yeah.
having and all these kind of things. Okay. But
Okay.
to me, right now is very important that you always staying close. Right now, the only thing you want to go about is going to be your body ups and downs of him going down, back up. I'm not sure this was down actually, or I don't know where is the feet, but okay. What you can do maybe in there, just to be clear on what's happening, bring your foot towards that, you know.
Hmm.
If I'm honest, actually, even this could be already someone like this without the roll, I think. Well, no, I think is that your foot, you can have it there. And even here, well, there's going to be a lot of little adjust to
Yeah.
do um, on these, but voilà. And so yeah, down, up, down. Yeah, that's good. But me, I would just really start with the body, checking on your TX, TZ, TY. But these seems to be good already. You have a very
Hmm.
clean curves, it seems like. And it seems like you have a good amount of downs and up. Even there, you have a little bit of that. I think that's cool, you know, if he goes up to a down before he
Hmm.
pushes back up.
Yeah.
It could be very small, huh? The down or and even there, I would say he comes back down a bit too soon here. Maybe here it could be the TV going forward. Here it accelerates a bit too fast, I think. No, here maybe it decelerates a tiny bit too much. It's okay because you have some RZ and stuff, but you have just
Hmm.
to be careful about it. Well, cool.
Okay.
Bon, I'm going. I have to go because I have the meetings, but I think well, you can definitely start to spline on this and work on each part like that. Okay,
Okay. Thanks.
cool. Thank you guys. I see you guys next week. Bye bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye, guys. See you tomorrow, Thibault.
Yes.
Bye bye, guys.
Hello, ça va et toi?
Yes, I'm good. Thank you. Let's take a look at your work. Ah,
Yes.
alors, hop, hop, hop.
Ah mince, j'ai mis, ouais.
C'est pas grave, tranquille.
Il n'y a pas le Play Blast.
Alors, cool. Alors, very cool, man. Very, very nice. Me, I love it from here on. Like this, it's really sweet.
Mhm.
I feel it has really nice. I love the hands doing these. You know, it's just enough so that they feel nice, but also into the movement, and it's not too round or too wavy. I think it's just enough so that it feels that, but it doesn't have that. Some of these animation that always feel a little too far. So really good on this. the only thing I would love to tweak is this vision. Sorry, for but
Yeah,
the in between of the leg, I don't think is it's no matter what, whoever's gonna watch this is gonna
yeah,
look at it and feel, oh. So
yeah,
if there's something that we can do, because when it's like this, it's all good, it's really when you see it here. If
yeah.
there is something to push it in, I know there is a control for that, so maybe you can try to see what you can do for this. But
Okay,
voilà, is mainly in these these kind of angles where it starts to become a little. For the rest, I don't think it matters. Okay.
okay.
Cool. All right, let's check it out. For the first part, sorry, because I didn't go about what we need to tweak. For the first part, I have a feeling of things that are a little too um, poppy, popoink, popoink,
Mhm.
and it makes him lack a little bit of weight. It makes him feel a little light and a little uh, bouncy. And I think
Okay.
he doesn't need to be um, quite as much. So I just want to check. Maybe it's only a TY in the body or something like this. But overall, it's really good, huh? Thibault. I think his small tweaks is like 5%, 10% of something. Let's just go and check it out. Did you do your research for the next assignment yet? No.
No, not yet.
Okay. You want to do that, okay?
Okay.
As I mentioned, we're going to do two. I think this one is going to be close to finished. You want to
Hmm.
start on a new one. Now for the new one, you want to make sure that we go for something a bit bigger, a bit more
Yeah,
like a bit more difficult in some way. And for this one, we need to film it and we need to maybe do some stuff to make it even cooler in terms
yeah.
of 2D effects, as I was mentioning to you. For 2D effects, like I feel like in this kind of moment, like there, you could create a very it could be in Photoshop and that you do those
Hmm.
where you create kind of a drawing on top of something like it could be just this, and you put it into a ref plane, you know.
Okay.
So it's like tag. And by just doing these, you can create this kind of nice
Hmm.
smears or flow of things without doing much, okay? But it's really that's the only thing that you need, and what you need to think of is the flow. And then you
Okay.
keep with the legs.
Ouais.
And it has to be the same color you see of the legs. And it can be really in front it can be on an image plane in
Hmm.
front like this, and that's it. And
Okay.
and and I think to me it would be really, really cool, especially, in this here when you're here from there, so you have that, and then on the next one, sorry. So this is cool. This is cool. You can have a tiny bit. Actually, this is a bit too. So this takes a bit. Damn it! I delete. Oh no, just this one. Cool. This takes a bit of time to create, but I think it creates a very, very nice feeling to things. As you do
Hmm.
this, then you're
Yeah.
gonna get that really big feeling of flow and without
Yeah.
having to create too much and to do it. This is why I like to do it after as 2D effects and not necessarily breaking the poses as what most
Mhm.
people do, you know, because like that it really adds kind of a layer of I don't know, of things without making it overly smooth or round or something like this. But yeah,
Mhm.
same with this. Okay, and maybe even there it's a little bit too much, huh? I'm not sure, but let's check. Well, I know it's cool.
Yeah.
If not, you can do it after as well. But what I like about having it in the scene is sometimes if you tweak a little bit of the poses, it could be cool. But anyway, that was a very long thing just to say that you can add this. It will bring some really
Okay.
cool stuff. The second thing that I think you can add, maybe you can find some online, but it's like trying to get a little bit of smoke so that when we get into this, it gets a tiny bit of wait, I'm gonna make it a tiny bit up. Ah, okay. So you can create a tiny bit of this up. So it's like poof, 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 poof. So it feels like each
Yeah.
time he goes, there's a little bit
Yeah,
of
it's really
weight
cool.
on there. Okay.
Hmm.
For this, I would go online, huh? For the smoke one, I'm pretty sure that you can find maybe some of these or a
Hmm.
small thing like that, and then you can create a little bit of color with it or something like that, so it and you can make them transparent so that they fade in, and by that you'll get that feeling. Another thing for this one, I would try to think of a background. I
Yeah,
don't
I
I don't less
started to do
Okay.
something. Uh, I'll send you.
Okay.
Where is it?
To me, the only thing that matters in there is that you get the perspective of things. You see what I mean?
Okay.
So the obviously the grid is giving you that, but it's also a three-dimension grid, in
Hmm.
some way. And the grid is maybe a bit old school in some way, but well,
Yeah.
is to get that perspective.
Okay.
And then for the camera, that's why you want to do your effects after the camera. You want to place it and making it maybe with a few different things, or maybe turning around or having a small movements or trying to, right now it's just there, it doesn't
Hmm.
move. And I think by adding a tiny bit of movement throughout, it would give another layer of coolness to things
Okay.
without necessarily making it move a lot. So by movement, it can be, is it camera one?
Yes.
Cool. So by movement, to me, I use mainly these three guys. Okay, so in here, for example, I might do a little bit of RY. Okay, well, not too much, but up. And as he enters until here, I think this is where you can do a little bit of that. Tack. And I would also maybe add and then the RX, with a little bit of the up. Here, I think it might come down slightly. Here, it would go back up, with the guy going back up. So I'm going to take off this here. Tack. And here, maybe it's already going. So you go this. And here it comes back down. It's the same way. Boom. And here it would catch up. But you see the camera follows the guy.
Yeah.
I think that's
Okay.
the whole purpose
And
there is
should
to
I zoom in a bit or no?
if you want, yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
You
Okay,
can
cool.
even be maybe from a little bit under and stuff, but to me, like the first thing would be to kind of, you see, create a little bit of
Yeah.
camera so that it doesn't become um, a simple shot, but it has a bit of life. And then you can see if you want to zoom in for sure. I think it would be cool, to zoom in a little bit and to create but maybe you can be throughout a little zoom in, or if you want to stay closer to him because he's all the way there, maybe on the whole shot you can unmute sorry, unlock this guy, and you can do a key and a key, and you just do a slider. Where is my camera? Ah, it's there. So that you end up in something like this,
Mhm.
and there it's well, starting and stopping. Okay, like that, it almost feels more like a it feels like a handheld cam. I don't know why, but it's but that could be a solution, or you can stay a little bit closer throughout as well, where you're the only thing is at the beginning you don't want to be too close, but maybe even this is cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, and then after really is to me is mainly the RX, that that you want to tweak in there. It's like the ups and downs. That creates a lot of a nice feeling in there. And there I would go down. And I think here it can stay. And then when you do this, you would try to get a little bit of it and then coming back down. And then coming back up. A little bit of love in the camera movement as well is very important for the feeling of, the continuity in there. And here, obviously, the RY as well in all this should carry on this way until the end. You see what I mean? So you
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
keep him centered in there. Yeah, this is a little bit too much. Cool.
Cool.
Any question on this?
Yeah, I have, pardon, je
Yeah, for
passe
the
en
double
français.
thing, right?
Ouais, for the double thing, yeah.
Ouais, ouais, okay, carrément. Now let's talk about animation. Now we talk about all the gimmicks. To me, the shot is already really good as is.
Okay.
I think it was very important for you to understand the the meaning of what good posing is and how it works in 3D and how to use your spine and your body. I think you got
Mhm.
that. You understand this. Now it's a lot easier. Then it's how do you deal with your body curves compared to that and your reference to make it smooth and art. And I feel you have it. Voilà. So overall, I think is really successful, Thibault. Now let's check a little bit on these because I think it's these guys, yeah, that makes it feel maybe a little bit too. So tag, even there, it could. I'm just trying to make it a little bit more weight before it bounce back, and even there, I feel like maybe it's a little bit, you see, too abrupt in the push. And there, I would say that I would expect my apex to maybe carry on a little more in there before it comes back and there. That's cool. Same in here. I feel like maybe it goes back almost a little bit too soon. So you're on ones here. To me, you
Mm.
don't need to be on ones in there. That's the problem, actually.
Okay.
Voilà. So like that, I arrive, I make this, and it's the same with here. Me, I would be here, here if I'm on twos. I don't think for this you need necessarily to be on ones. It's about where are your apex and is it enough in these guys. But and so that means that even in here, you see maybe my body doesn't go as much, but my feet neither. So
Yeah.
in there, my feet would stay. And so to me, in there, when you arrive in this, it should have a double bounce. That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
So it's because the whole legs kind of comes in and make him kind of feel like because of the whole, it kind of have that feeling of the movement kind of carrying on and kind of doing that thing.
Okay.
So me and again, not you don't need to be on the ones for this. Well, it can be on twos, I think for now. It's cool down to be on ones. I'm not saying you shouldn't ever. I'm just saying right now, I think it was maybe a little overkill compared to that feeling. I don't know. And then after it's about, I think, the legs right now here. From there where they would need to just be a bit different. And then after this is where it's too bouncy again. It's in here. So path here, I would keep him down longer. So the maybe not. Let's keeping like he bounces. That's good. There a little less, okay, and then we can arrive to almost that apex there. But you see, so it doesn't stick as
Mhm.
much. And there, if you want to make that feeling, what you can get is this instead, of like staying in the air. I think is with that. So and same with these two here, up in TY. But you see like that, it doesn't snap so much.
Yeah, yeah.
Doesn't have this thing. It's like it's a bit more flow to things, and it gives some weight and also some apex in
Mhm.
there. Okay, that's it.
Okay. Cool.
Des questions, Thibault, on any of this stuff?
No, it's all good.
But look at the next shot now, okay?
Yeah.
Fight, dance, whatever it is that you want. Two
Should I
characters
go for
fighting.
something more dancing for?
I think it's already pretty dancing. To me, I think a cool action sequence, either
Okay.
maybe running, jumping, doing things, or two guys fighting, that can be pretty intense. Could be cool, I
Okay.
think.
Okay.
At least like that, we have enough for the end of the class. I think you're going fast, but two characters are going to make you twice the amount of work,
Mhm.
as well as fighting and getting together and getting those punches and these kind of things. But again, it has to be about the reference. So me, I would really spend some times now looking at things. Look at all the website I gave you where you have fixed cameras that
Yeah.
can help you. You can even shoot reference on your own. If you have an idea of something that could be cool with a fighting, which is I don't know, you like and you have some ideas about doing a knee in there or something like that, and you can also use yourself
Mhm.
as a good reference for certain shots. If you have an idea of a storyboard that you would like to do with the characters, I mean anything, I think there's you
Yeah.
can be your own director, or you can just pick a ref that works well, that you have a camera that is fixed, and we make it from both angles, and then we do the same thing where we have multiple cameras and we edit it with there. Okay?
Okay. Cool.
Cool. I think it's cool like that. Your first shot, has a camera that just follows and is kind
Mhm.
of within him, and the other one has like cuts and things like that. That you get two very nice body mechanics shots in there.
Okay.
But this is a very successful dude. Honestly, it's important as well. You spend the time in the effects in
Yeah.
there, okay, if you can, and in the camera, just and
Mhm.
in the background, just to make it really cool
Okay.
and polished to the max.
Thank you.
Awesome, Thibault. Any questions on any of this, guys, from today? Anybody? Next week, Thibault, we don't have class. Okay, I honestly, I will talk to you about it tomorrow, but next week there is no class for the whole week.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
so no class Tuesday, no class Wednesday, but tomorrow I will let the workshop three people know. Okay,
Okay.
cool. Eh ben, I see you guys in 2 weeks, and don't hesitate to reach out if you need my help. Okay,
Bye.
bye bye, guys.
Bye, perfect.
Thank you.
Bye bye.